Hello, hustlers. Today with us we have Dr. Milind Antani, sir, who is MBBS graduate and has done almost significant 14 years of clinical practice as an ENT surgeon and has successfully transitioned his career from clinical to non-clinical side of healthcare. In this podcast, we will be deep diving in his journey, how he has transitioned, what is his perspective on healthcare. Welcome, Dr. Milind, sir, on this
Hello,
session.
everyone.
Hello, sir. This was a very short introduction about you from my side. I would like you to introduce to our audience in a brief.
Sure, I think I also will be going very brief. So I did my medicine from a very reputed college, Baroda Medical College in Vadodara, Gujarat, where I did my MBBS as well as MS in ENT. And after graduating, I did my professional practice as an ENT surgeon for 14 years in a place called Anand in Gujarat, a small town, but famous because of Amul Dairy being there. So I primarily was an ENT surgeon. I started in 1990 till 2004 when I got an opportunity to move. That of course we will discuss later on. But quickly on that, after 14 years of stint as an ENT surgeon, I got an opportunity to think of another career of being a lawyer. So I went to the law school in Anand itself and then joined the law firm in Mumbai, Nishtish Desai Associates, where I started the entire pharma, healthcare, and medical device legal practice, where I advise my clients on regulatory, corporate transactions, IP-driven transactions, and other related work. It's been almost 21 years now being a lawyer. But apart from that, I think I would like to give a quick introduction. Is very fond of reading, very fond of television, very fond of movie, a huge Bollywood movie buff, and uh, also love to do quizzing and have been a quiz master for many years, and also run a soft skill training organization called Surgically Ruthless Soft Skill Endeavors, where I do some training for students, professionals, and corporates.
All right. Thank you so much for this introduction, sir. So, starting with the very first question. So, what was your trigger point for transitioning from your clinical practice to the non-clinical side of healthcare?
Trigger, I won't say it was a trigger point. Honestly speaking, it was not just, hey, let me change the career. I was very happy as an ENT surgeon, but I got an opportunity, as I mentioned, by the founder of the law firm, Mr. Nishtish Desai, who always believed in a concept of anticipate, prepare, and deliver. And a lot of research goes in what new practice should come or will get developed. And he came across a thought that is going to be pharma and healthcare very soon. Maybe when I say soon, 6, 7 years, it is going to really going to grow from legal and regulatory perspective. Regulations and law was getting framed up and very dynamic. A lot of multinational companies were thinking of creating a presence in India or doing business in India. He just requested me to help him out to develop the pharma practice. So I, in fact, got involved with the law firm since 2001 and helped him develop the practice, created a small group and started doing research. What are the trends? What the firm needs to do? And by the time I thought, when I want to do, why not to do law? So I joined LLB course in Gujarat and finished in 3 years. And 2004, in August, after completing my law, I moved to Bombay. It was more of a trial run for 6 months. That weekend, I will go to Anand and finish my surgeries because I did not take certificate of advocacy from Bar Council. Otherwise, Bar Council does not allow any other profession. So if you take Sanad, you can't do any other professional practice. But 1st January 2005, I became nil by knife. So the trigger, if you say, was an opportunity Number one. Number two, a change, a positive change, which may possibly would come with some issues because coming from a small town to Anand, from Anand to a metro like Mumbai was going to be a huge culture change. But at the back of the mind, I had a 6-year-old son, and that also was that if we move to Mumbai, we will have great opportunities in future. So these were possibly the trigger points.
All right, sir. What was the role of LLB in your career right now?
Not role. What I am today is because of the basic qualification of law. Uh, I am working as a senior partner in one of the law firms, Nishtish Desai Associates, as you mentioned. And whatever I am doing today is because I have a qualification of LLB, which makes me a lawyer. Not that in every profession, what you study in college always helps in career, including medicine. But I firmly believe that it really creates a strong base to study further, to understand more how things are going to happen. So, being a lawyer and doing an LLB is possibly the most important pivotal factor in what I am today as a healthcare lawyer in India.
Yes, sir. So, like, what is the scope of doing LLB after MBBS?
Today, if you ask me, doing LLB after MBBS or doing just LLB, I think legal profession today in India, I'm referring to India at the moment, is perhaps the best profession today. When I say best profession, purely from opportunities, the job opportunities, there is a huge dearth of good lawyers in India. Number one, every law firm is looking for very smart and good young lawyers to be hired by them. Third, the the compensation and the packages that everybody gets enamored by packages IITs and IIMs being offered, but nobody talks about the packages the lawyer gets initially. But having said that, today legal profession per se has a lot of opportunities and is one of the best profession one should think of. Now let me go to your question. Doing MBBS and then doing a law. So whenever there are two qualifications or two verticals or a person having a knowledge of more than one verticals, when I say one vertical is being a medical person and second vertical being a lawyer. So these always makes 1 plus 1 11, not 1 plus 1 2. Today, there is a significant opportunity for healthcare lawyers in the country. Now, what healthcare lawyers do, either they are in corporates or they are in law firms, and third, they are independent lawyers. Let me take first the lawyers in the corporates. It could be either pharma company, it could be healthcare company, it could be a medical device or medtech digital health company, or it could be hospitals. All these corporates do need full-time lawyer. The reason is the dynamicity of legal law in India with reference to healthcare. So there is a huge demand. Second, I will go to independent lawyers. So those independent lawyers, we call it a counsel practice, would be primarily limited to medical legal cases, which I personally don't do. But there is a time frame incubation period in our language. The incubation period for a medical legal lawyer is pretty long. And third is opportunities at law firm. Now, law firms have started focusing on industry verticals. A lot of companies are doing a lot of activities in India in healthcare space, and that is where some assistance from law point of view would be required. So doing an MBBS and the law is definitely going to be an advantage, but you will be a lawyer who has the knowledge of medicine, not a doctor who is the knowledge of lawyer.
Yes.
So that important decision you have to make, that if you want to do LLB, you means anybody wants to do LLB after MBBS, which is just completing and without doing any clinical work. Whatever clinical knowledge you have is internship, nothing beyond that, because you are going to law immediately after your internship program. So you have to keep in mind that you want to be a lawyer who has a medical background, and this knowledge of medical background will help you become a better healthcare and pharma lawyer. But opportunities are excellent.
All right, sir. So, which course did you take? Is there any healthcare specific course
No, this
for
is just
law?
plain LLB of 3 years, nothing
All right,
beyond that.
sir.
But after you do that, you may do some programs on IP or some hospital management. See, all whatever additional qualifications you do after MBBS, LLB would be, I call them topping on pizza. But primarily law and health MBBS is going to be your basic qualification that is going to help you.
All right, sir. I would like to ask a question about your firm. What is Nishtish Desai Associate and your role in the association?
Yeah, so Nishtish Desai Associates is a relatively young law firm compared to other law firms which are more than 7,500. We are just 26-year-old, 30-year-old law firm. And we are about 72 legal professionals, which is consciously we have decided to remain a small firm. We have many dual qualified lawyers. Like I'm a surgeon turned lawyer. We have computer engineer who is a lawyer. We have a social scientist who is a lawyer. So we have offices in India, two offices in Mumbai, one in Delhi, one in Bangalore. And outside India, we have two offices in USA, one in California and second in New York, one in Singapore, and third in Europe. All these places we have license to practice India law in respective countries. We don't practice local laws. So Nishit Desai, we believe we work on 3 or 4 important industry verticals, one being entire pharma healthcare umbrella. Then there is technology, media, and entertainment. Then third is the financial services. And after that, we have manufacturing. Then you have education, other things. And we render services on corporate transactions, regulatory work, litigation work, tax structuring, international tax work, and IP related work. This is how we usually work. And I am with this law firm for last 21 years, and I'm one of the senior most persons in the law firm, and I'm in charge of entire pharma healthcare practice.
All right, sir. Can you brief us over the hierarchy in the association?
Very interesting question. Usually, law firms are known as having a junior associate, senior associate, principal associate, partner, and senior partner and founder. We all gave up this structure in 2016, and nobody in Nishit Desai Associate, we call it NDA, is a partner. We have a distributed network leadership model where we have created micro monopolies of work we do, and a member who is more than 5, 6 years in the firm is given leadership role to lead that particular practice. So we do not have any hierarchy. My business card, if you join tomorrow Nishit Desai Associates as a lawyer and Nishit Desai's law business card, all look the same except the name change. So NDA does not have any hierarchy. Of course, there are certain senior level people who form one kind of a group to do some day-to-day management and certain decisions, but there is no hierarchy like partnership structure in NDA.
All right, sir. So if one wants to consider a career like as you are doing, so what is the roadmap to the career, right from admissions, examination procedures, then internships and the skills one should focus on.
Okay. So if somebody wants to do, you're looking at doing healthcare or any other lawyer?
Healthcare law.
Healthcare. Okay. So if you have decided to become an healthcare lawyer, first and foremost, after completing MBBS, you need to take an admission in LLB. It would be a 3-year course. And in 3-year course, the most important thing the person needs to do is to do very good internships. There is no specific courses in on an average law school. Very few law schools in the country have optional courses on healthcare or media or education. But by and large, colleges do not have industry-specific training. So that training that candidate must obtain, and that happens through internships. So the most important element in becoming a healthcare lawyer is to understand the industry. You know the pharma industry, you have the knowledge of science of body, let me put it that way. And you are just MBBS, so you have not seen much beyond MBBS. You will not be doing any residency also. So by the time you finish your residency, you will be completing your law. But during those 3 years, at least second and third year, you have to do as many internship possible in a law firm that has a focus on healthcare. So internships should be planned in such a way that they are distributed amongst various law firms. You should understand how law firms work. You should also work in a pharma company as well as hospital, legal department, and you should also do an internship in not-for-profit organization, which is very active in healthcare. So at least 7 to 8 internships being done during your LLB course would give you the feel what exactly the legal profession is going to be. Second, um, where exactly you want to focus, whether you want to go to a corporate, which is a hospital or a pharma company, or you want to go to a law firm, that idea will give. And a lot of law firms have a concept of PPO, which is called pre-placement offer. So when a good intern is found, then usually the law firm will give another internship and they may hire you directly from your internship. So doing an internship is the most important point. That's what you need to do. And along with your college, if you have an appetite and the courage, you can do additional certificate courses like intellectual property or something like that, which will be addition to what your qualifications and knowledge is.
What is the package or salary?
Package is very variable. Package varies where exactly you go, which law firm you go, which corporate you go, but package is good. That is for sure.
All right. So what are the different sectors that an healthcare lawyer can cater to?
Yeah, pharma, medical device, digital health, medtech, biologics, hospitals, clinical trials, and medical legal.
All right, sir. Sir, can you walk us through your day in a life as a healthcare lawyer?
Comfortable.
Uh,
It's a
okay.
comfortable day.
Is
No,
it
no,
any fixed routine or it is?
no day. See, for a lawyer, no 2 days are same. Days keep on changing how work is, but usually my day we have every day 9 to 10 a.m. continuing education program every day. Somebody from the firm talks on some developments or knowledge that everybody right from Nishtish Desai to the junior most candidate has to attend. Then we have internal calls, internal discussions, working on client matters. So we need to reach office before 9 o'clock. And usually everybody leaves around 6, 7, doing client work and internal discussion and some research work. But no 2 days are alike. So it's difficult to tell you how day goes.
All right.
But
Also,
at
one
our
thing.
law firm, a lot of importance is given to work-life balance, so people don't burn out.
Yeah, this was the thing. Like when I googled for the Nitish Desai associate, the one thing I got that they focus on the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Sir, can you brief us over your publications as an author and co-authors in various publications?
Uh, Honestly, I don't remember much, but we have been contributing regularly to international publications, write regularly on a Pharma Boardroom, which is a UK-based publication. Then there is National Law Review, which is a Chicago-based publication where we write on recent developments. But apart from that, we do a lot of internal research and do a lot of updates, hotlines, and articles. But apart two important things which I have done, I was co-author in two books. One book was on contract research and manufacturing services, which I authored along with my colleague Gauri Gokhale. Another book was on general pharmaceutical sector in India. One was published by Walter Coover's publication, and second Cram's book was published by Goodhead Publications UK.
All right, sir. Can you brief us over your academy? You said for the upskilling. So what is that and what role does it play for skill?
Again, there is more out of
Skill.
passion. Where so when I was in Gujarat, I was a very active Rotarian as well as a JC, which is a junior chamber member, and which is focused on self development. And they have a training qualification. So out of passion and interest, I appeared and became the international level one soft skill trainer graduate and formed an organization called Surgically Ruthless Soft Skills Endeavor, where I do a lot of workshops for students at school, colleges, various corporates, and other organizations on various soft skills from leadership, time management, self awareness, self esteem. Created various modules like towards personified persona, traffic signal, which Lagan Maaf, which is more on a team building. So, but I create a module for the audience as per their need. This is not a full-time job. This is more of a passion and interest.
All right, so we are almost done with the session. One last
Thank you.
question is, what is the advice for future aspirants who are looking to transition their career, especially specifically considering the healthcare law?
First is believe in yourself. That is number one. Number two, change is the only constant. Don't feel that, hey, I became MBBS, I can't do anything. Don't change your profession from medical profession which you have achieved, at least MBBS, just because you feel I am a misfit. You are not a misfit. But because there are different opportunities, you can do that. And when you want to do healthcare law, plan very fast and very early. So, as I mentioned earlier, read more about law, understand the trends which is going on in the healthcare. And when you say healthcare, it is not only hospitals. One important paradigm shift you have to do when you decide to become a lawyer after MBBS, that healthcare law is beyond hospital and patients. There is pharmaceutical sector, there is medical device sector, there is digital health sector, there is a medtech sector. So many verticals are there where there is a need for legal profession. So while you are doing your LLB, sharpen your knowledge, gather your knowledge about the pharmaceutical and healthcare profession, how law would work, write a lot. Another important advice I will give, that write a lot. not with the intention that, hey, I want to publish this in some article or newspaper. Pick up the topic, any topic on healthcare, legal implications in robotics, in surgery. Like this, you can create various topics and start writing. Keep them with you. That will be helpful. And the last and most important advice I want to give is fail fast. It is very important. वो दिन चले गए कि failure is the beginning of success. No. Failure is failure, but fail very fast so that you can get up and start working ahead. Legal profession in healthcare has a tremendous future. There is a huge need. I want to hire a very good lawyer with a healthcare background who is passionate, but I'm not getting it. So, passion, desire, drive to become a healthcare lawyer will help you add those extras to your ordinary to become extraordinary healthcare lawyer. So keep adding extras while you are doing law so that by the time you complete your LLB, you know a lot about healthcare. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much for taking out your time and guiding
Thank
all
you.
the aspirants out there. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Stay in touch.
Yes,